Well, hello, my beautiful Aquarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for November 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, this is your monthly reading for November. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. And of course, November has arrived really quickly. I can't believe that we're nearly at the end of the year, but it is a month that signals radical revolution. Now, every month I ask my guides about the energy to communicate to you all. And this month, the first thing they said was, November, November, we will always remember this November. So I'm guessing it will be pretty memorable for a couple of reasons. Well, of course, we are officially dialing up the heat in Scorpio season. It's intense and all-consuming for all of us. It's time to do a deep dive emotionally, cultivate a deeper relationship with self, initiate more intimate connections with others, ponder the mysteries of life and the universe, as well as bravely overcome any obstacles that seemed impossible. It's time to embrace your passionate wild side and submerge yourself in knowing as well as following your beautiful heart, because this month fully supports you embracing alone time to follow anything that you are passionate about, whether it's art, sport, music, or films. How'd you like to receive? Okay, so we have those cards for you. That's quite a lot of cards, but we will tap into all the energy when we get there. Now, also, this is going to be a time to not just commit to yourself, but also dig a little bit deeper, because we have one of the most powerful events to unfold this month, Pluto, making its final move into your sign, my beautiful Aquarian. So it's going to affect you the most, as it were, as well as Scorpio, because of course Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. But this is a time where there's going to be so many incredible breakthroughs, and this energy will be with you and us all till March 2043. It will encourage a desire to learn more about yourself, especially on a psychological level, as well as exploring, broadening your horizons, and trying new things. Now, Pluto energy transforms, and of course your energy pushes for change. So especially on a social level, we may see social change, technological advancements, new governmental structures, and a dismantling of old systems. Now, this does not have to just be on a global scale. This can be something that's personal. You may decide to upgrade your cell phone or get the latest gadget and basically, either gift something that you've outgrown in order to upgrade something in your life. So this can be applied to a personal level transformation too. Also, because your energy has a profound effect on climate as well, we will continue to see some odd weather events that are not typical to season or a little bit more powerful than usual. And the Uranus-Pluto partnership could also increase the potential for volcanic plate movements and seismic activities. Let's just say it all kicks off this month, but it will filter out for years to come. It'll be a slow energy change. And of course, because on a personal level, Pluto represents anything hidden, some of you may be prompted to change a password this month or even discover a long-kept secret. Now, we have had increased solar activity, and of course, Mercury will be in retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius, so it will be wise to back up any work, save down any financial statements. I think they want those cards for you, as power outages have the potential to increase over the next coming months. And I would also say check any travel plans for errors, because of course Mercury retrograding is going to be in the sign of Sagittarius, which is all about travel. We may see some glitches there with apps and social media platforms as well. Mercury retrograde on a personal level can actually be very positive, allowing us to slow down, see the minute detail of your life before moving forward with something so we don't miss something. So it actually encourages revamps, renewals, and gives us second chances to make long-lasting positive changes. Now also, of course, we have the new moon in Scorpio, rubbing shoulders with a Jupiter alignment, which trines Saturn. So this would be a perfect time to set a new intention and tap into that tenacity and ambition available to you to make it happen. The successful outcomes will be long-lasting. Also, we have the star Agal visible in the constellation Perseus throughout November, so we may see a bit of a battle of positivity over negativity, and dates to note are the 9th, 12th, and 29th. Okay, looking at that energy for you, it's a pretty changeable time at the end of the month. We'll tap into why and what's going on there for you. Actually, it's very positive. You've got the King of Wands there, you've got 8 of Cups, and you've also got the 2 of Swords. So thinking about your next move before you actually take action on it. Now, also, the great awakener to truth, Uranus, will be strongly triggered by that full moon on the 15th of November, as they're only 1 degree apart. So we could see some shocking world events unfold or be revealed around this date that opens our eyes fully, especially on the financial front, as this full moon is in the sign of Taurus. Now, Taurus governs like money, acquisitions, real estate, stock markets, things like that. So we may see an admission that potentially things are not as good as we initially thought financially, and even well-known brands or institutions may close or downsize this month as well. And also, on a personal level, you may have a shocking revelation about an event that you experienced in the past already, or someone from your past, and this revelation helps you heal from this and move on from a place of empowerment. Uranus during this period can help you discover like your eureka moment, to move forward with big ideas and the power to transform your life in the most positive way. So it is, a really great transformative month. It's almost like a gear shift month, and you're starting with the protagonist energy, the headache. Some of you feel it's never ending. You've always got something on the go. You've got a lot on your mind right now. This is your protagonist energy, and you just feel like enough already. You want change. You want to move forward. I mean, you've also got the 5 of Swords there, and the Ace of Swords. So this means anything that's been causing you a bit of a headache or a conundrum or something that's been complex on your mind, you will make a breakthrough on it. Ace of Swords indicates transformation, sudden changes, sudden epiphanies, and basically anything that has been giving you a headache. Some of you may have to make a decision this month. I definitely see that you will gain clarity. It's always good to maybe soundboard off people you really care about, people you really trust. Ultimately, it will be your decision, and I feel an informed decision by getting advice from other people is always the best way forward, because sometimes people see something that we don't see because we're in the middle of it. So I would say, if you're going through something where you have to make a decision, then I would definitely, sound it out there. But ultimately, the decision is yours, and I see you making the right one, is what I see there. Now, this card can indicate that some of you may have been feeling a little bit under the weather recently. You may have been looking into health practices, or you may have felt that, you've had low energy, because we have, especially with the mind, it's like you may have felt overloaded, that you're at capacity. You've got so much going on. You feel a bit anxious. You feel overloaded in your to-do list. It just feels like a lot right now, and it's important to rest your mind as well as your body. And you could be sitting on the sofa and then scrolling through social media. Your mind is still working. So I feel this month in particular, you will have a lot on your plate, but I also see that you're going to be very productive in the most positive ways, where you get a lot done. But when you're having some downtime, it's time to really switch off. Maybe find some sort of mindful practice or meditative practice that can really help you center yourself. And it says here, unpleasant, needing self-care, root cause, something's been annoying or disagreeable, something feels a little bit off. For some of you, you may have some underlying like aches and pains recently. Now, for some of you, if you're going through like an unwellness, or you're going through like a certain stage in life, like menopause, for example, you may have gone through some aches and pains. You may notice that either you have a vitamin deficiency or a hormonal imbalance there, and you may correct it this month, because the Ace of Swords is the breakthrough pinnacle moment. Also, I mean, this is how you're entering. So I'm doing this reading right now, so it can feel that, you know, you are literally running your life on autopilot right now. You're under a lot of pressure to make things work, and you just feel like it's never ending. It's one thing after another that you have to deal with, and it just feels like a lot right now. And I definitely see here that things will get better. I feel like you're managing your time more in the month of November. I feel like you are on target. I also feel that something hidden kind of comes towards you, something that you cannot see right now that is super positive. It's something you will celebrate. It could be a relief, could be someone asking if you need extra help or support there. For some of you, it's really about taking command of your thoughts, okay? Because sometimes we can feel a little bit overwhelmed by life and everything that's on your to-do list, and we can start to get like brain fog because of it. So some of you are creating a schedule where you only prioritize what's important and everything else can be done another day, okay? Also, I would say if some of you have been getting a lot of headaches recently, tension headaches, and if you feel that it's been impacting your day-to-day circumstances, I would definitely go and see a practitioner, someone who's in the medical field who can help you. I don't see anything here that's negative. What I do see here, though, is a lot of pressure on your shoulders right now, and I feel it's time that you really address this because you can't keep running on empty. I feel you need a break to some degree. I mean, we've got the Five of Swords there. This can be that you're brainstorming new ideas to bring some more fun into your life, or you're trying really hard to structure your life in a certain way to either go on a vacation, you know, get everything done. Some of you may be moving. So you're like relocating, everything's in boxes. For some of you, it could be that you're in the middle of a project that's, you know, really complex and it requires your intense focus. And you're like, whoa, it's a lot right now. So whatever it is, because it's going to be different for everyone, please apply it to your situation. But this Five of Swords, it kind of indicates that you can use tension to your advantage. It means something needs to change. So you're channeling all that energy to transform your life in the most positive of ways. And sometimes when we're in the middle of it, it can feel like a lot. But on the other side, there's reward, there's peace, serenity, and I feel there is an energy here of you kind of like having a brighter time at the end of November there too. Now also, the Five of Swords can literally be that someone's been giving you the brush off recently. It could be a person. There's an Emperor energy here in the resistance position, which means you got it in the reverse basically. It could be someone who is either abusing their power in a situation. Could be a boss who's micromanaging you. For some of you, it could be a family member who's been pushing your buttons because they're not feeling happy within themselves. For some of you, it could be someone you're in a relationship with. There could be a little bit of tension right now. I definitely see there's an honest, open dialogue about this in order to rectify things. But also I feel there is this energy of like, oh, I have to do everything. So some of you, it could be that, you know, either you're dealing with a selfish person or a selfish situation, or you feel that there is just a lot of challenge right now. It feels very much like you are taking on a lot and it's time to compartmentalize, prioritize, and basically not put so much on your to-do list. There are things on there that, yes, you want to get done, but you have to be honest with yourself and say, okay, I've got 10 things to do. 3 of them are a priority. Let's put those 3 on the list. If I add extra ones after I've taken off those 3 on my list, then that's a bonus. That changes your mindset and frees you up. Like, yes, you got through those 3 major things and then you've done extra, rather than give yourself 10 things to do. Tick off 3 things on your list and think, oh, I failed. I didn't get the rest of the stuff done. There's no such thing as failure, only learning how to do it a little bit differently next time there as well. Now, very cerebral month for you, so I definitely see that you have a lot on your mind. Some of you, it's a decision to make. It could be a decision about traveling. It could be a decision about relocating or moving into a new job. For some of you, it could be when you decide to retire. I feel there's something here on your mind which has been causing you a little bit of anxiety or tension. You know, you don't have to come up with a decision right away, so ruminate on it, okay? Don't feel pressurized into anything there. But the Ace of Swords literally means that you are transforming your life this month, and the universe is stepping in to give you extra power to be able to do that. This is actually the law of karma and, fate and destiny. And I feel something has been a little bit unfair in your life recently, and there's a correction of the balance here. So I feel things are going to work out quicker and better than you expected. I feel a lot of you are gathering a lot of information right now to strategize or make a radical change in your life. But most importantly, I feel right now there is a need here for quietening the mind, okay? It's no accident that you got a chess card right there at the end. Now, chess is often played in silence, right? And it's about deeply thinking about your next move. And I feel that's something that you're doing right now. So take your time. It doesn't have to be rushed. Make sure you see all the variables before you make that decision. And when you do, it is a purposeful one and it is the right one. I want you to be aware of that. You're on target. You know within yourself what is right for you. So trust that intuition there too. Now, a lot of you, words are super important, of course, and remember, words are spellings. They are cast out to the universe. Anything we say, it is an affirmation of what it is we want in our life, both the positive and negative. So I feel a lot of you with these swords cards energy, you're paying close attention to what you're telling yourself, that inner critic, silencing that inner critic, but also you're really being precise about your words, direct, and learning to articulate your needs in a very healthy way, okay? And yes, of course, someone may push your buttons, but I feel like you're rising above that and not allowing them to affect your energy. Also, writing things down to avoid miscommunications, very important this month. Some of you, especially if you're in a career and someone asks you to do something, whether it's a client, a boss, a co-worker, get it in writing because there is a small potential there for a misunderstanding or a miscommunication there too. Now also, this is the resistance position. There's something here that you're waiting for news on or you feel a little bit uncertain about, okay? And because you haven't had an answer, sometimes no news is good news. I want you to be aware of that. But whatever news it is that you're waiting for, it is positive, okay? It's your... It's almost like what you wish for as the outcome. It will be so. So I want you to be aware of that. And it says here, yes, the answer is yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time. So something is being delivered to you that you felt would never ever come. So for some of you, it could be a promotion, okay? It could be a promotion in the works because we have the Emperor energy. For some of you, if you've been going through some health difficulties, it could be that you've been waiting on a waiting list to see, a practitioner or someone who's a specialist in their field. And this is the month that you get confirmation of that or a letter to say that things are moving forward for you. For some of you, it could be a procedure that you have been waiting for, an operation, for example, and you may be a little bit anxious about it, but I feel with the Emperor energy here that you have the best quality and best qualified person for the job to help you with that. And it's all a matter of healing from there on in, okay? Now, some of you may be assigned also 2 consultants is what I'm seeing there. It may be a specialist and someone who's a little bit more hands-on with you, and the news will filter down. But equally, I see that you are in good hands with that, okay? Now, moving on from that with a lot of respect, we've got the Emperor energy, and it's in the resistance position at first, but it will go into the upright energy. So this can indicate that some of you may have felt that your energy is off or your power is off, or you may have felt that someone has not been respecting you in some way, but that will all change in the month of November. I feel like you are standing in your power. I feel this is also a card that indicates a lot of you are very successful in your own right, but you don't celebrate your wins. You don't celebrate yourself. You tend to be on to the next project or the next win or the next big thing that you want, and you forget about everything that you've achieved so far. So this month will be a reminder of that, and there is more to come. I want you to be aware of that too. Now, of course, the Emperor energy can indicate that some of you, and I don't like giving this message, but it is there, some of you may deal with a person who has quite a big ego this month, okay? And maybe this is the reason you have a bit of a headache. Could be a client who's a bit cranky, could be a difficult person that you deal with in your everyday circumstances. If you're a carer, for example, it could be that one person that you think, oh no. I mean, you'd love to help that person. You know that they're difficult, but it really takes a toll on your energy. And I feel this is a period where you are, diplomatically standing in your power and also protecting your energy. I would also say if any of you are basically encountering anyone who drains your energy, a really great crystal or stone to have with you is a black obsidian or a black tourmaline during this time. I mean, I don't see anything negative here, but some people, you know, when they get into that kind of like cranky stage, basically they say some things that can wound, and I feel some of you may deal with a person like that. If it's in a career or industry, I see you being really professional in the way that you deal with this person, and you put them in their place diplomatically to let them know that you're a human being and how dare they talk to you like that. But the way that you deal with it, I feel, as I said, is very diplomatic, and this will actually help you rise through the ranks, because this person, they know they're difficult, and the way that you deal with them, they actually put in a good word and say, never let Aquarius go, they're brilliant at their job, or they may even try and headhunt you for their own business. I'm not sure if you'd want to work with this person. You may do if the money's right, but also there must be like a business and professional kind of like understanding that that behavior is not acceptable. That's coming through there as well. Now, the Emperor energy and the Moon, I would say if some of you have a father type figure in spirit, it could be a grandfather as well, it doesn't have to be a father figure. In and around the full moon on the 15th, you may get major confirmation of their presence. You could be given a sign or a symbol to let you know that they are with you, they're protecting you, and they're guiding you towards better times. And I'm also being given an energy that whenever you see a rainbow, and you're going to see a rainbow a lot in the month of November, I mean, these are seasonal. You may actually see like an actual rainbow, or you may see images of a rainbow. I'm being given make a wish, and every time you make a wish, make sure it is the same wish, because it will be coming true. Okay, that's random. Normally, when you see a rainbow, you get an option to make several wishes if you want, but I'm being given, be very precise, make it one wish. If you can, write it down and say the same words over and over again, because whenever you are cosmic ordering, if you decide that you want a loving relationship, for example, you put that out to the universe, and then the next day you go, actually, dear universe, I want a loving relationship with a person who lives in my state, or basically is funny and kind. You've added to the list. You know, it stands to reason that you want someone who's funny and kind, of course, but because you didn't spell it into life, then, you know, you're cosmic ordering, which means you're sending the order back to the kitchen, and it will delay whatever it is you're manifesting. Now, I want you to be aware that your 10th house of ambition is influencing you at the beginning of the month. So you're actually going to have a lot of energy this month. And I would say be mindful of this energy. Find a creative outlet, or even like a physical outlet to release the pressure with that energy, because I feel like you've got the drive, motivation to get projects done and finish your tasks. It doesn't have to be based in career. It can be a DIY project, it can be a personal development project. Some of you may be hitting the gym, or picking up a new exercise routine, or, you know, doing your diet in a different way. It can be a personal development thing as well. So but if you are in business, I would say this is a period where you really make your mark in the part of the industry that you work in. You really establish your relationship with the people around you, and your reputation as someone who is successful and destined for the top. But on a general level, you'll be more organized this month and more focused. And what I'm being given here is you're going to be on target, but I'm being given this energy of you may do a bit of a tidy up, and there's going to be a headache moment, which is you've tidied up so well, now you cannot remember where you put the things that you put away for to be neat and tidy. Okay, so sometimes there's organized chaos, and you just like see the mess and you think, well, I know it's there, I know that's there, but when you tidy stuff away, it's like, oh, where did I put that thing? Oh, I tidied away everything into a nice little neat place, and now I can't find it. There's going to be a moment like that. For some of you, it may be connected to keys, okay? And what am I being given here? I'm just being shown a white drawer with a gold, like little knob on it, okay? This is not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm actually seeing that right now. So if some of you have actually lost keys and you have a white drawer with a gold knob on it, I'm being given a sign or a symbol for you to get looking. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there because that's very precise, okay? Now, the Emperor energy, some of you may feel that you've been a little bit off center recently and you want to take charge of your life. You may feel that your schedule has somehow taken charge of you recently, and I feel like you want to get back in the reins and say, actually, you need to reschedule, reorganize, and I definitely see that you're going to have that power to do that. Now, the Emperor energy, I also see here that some of you are going to reach out to a practitioner or someone in a position of authority to give you some really good advice this month. It doesn't have to be health related, it can be financially related. It may be something that you see online that you think, oh, that's a really great piece of information, and you will do your due diligence on it. You're not just going to take it at face value. Whenever you have the Moon card present, it says don't take things at face value because everything may not be as it seems. So if you see some of those reels online that give you like a get rich quick scheme, for example, or how to, increase your finances, do your due diligence. There's often like something else behind that, and you may want to investigate it further. But the Moon card, I definitely see you're going to be a little bit more sensitive than usual. I see a lot of you, I mentioned this already, trying to take charge of your thoughts, but also I feel this is an energy of you looking at what's frustrating you. Is it a person? For some of you with the Emperor energy, it could be a person, and it means you have to have that honest, open dialogue with that person and say, enough, you're drawing a line in the sand. For some of you, it could be that you feel that things are a little bit out of control right now and you need to like reharness your energy and basically recognize that we have an ebb and flow in life, but I feel ultimately you are in charge, and in the month of November you take back that sense of empowerment as well. Now the Moon card of course can indicate that something behind the scenes is being orchestrated. I'm actually going to pull a card on this because I'm being given an energy, something from the universe is being delivered to you that you're going to really be excited about. I'm being given the word liberation as well, so it frees you up from something. But also I'm being given an energy of someone doing something behind the scenes to surprise you. Now maybe I shouldn't pull a card on this. Maybe you want the surprise, but let me just see. Yeah, it's something you're going to love. We've got the Nine of Cups. So it's like someone will either purchase something for you that you've been wishing for, or it could also be that someone really sees you, really gets you, and there is a moment where they exchange a gift with you or let you know that they're thinking about you, even sending a message of appreciation to let you know that they fully want to be there for you and support you. This could be from a family member or a friend. Now, of course, when you get a Nine of Cups, this can also indicate, good health, abundance, material gain, and ultimately wishes coming true. So really, I'm like clarifying the Moon card, which is in the pile with the rainbow. So I would say, do what I've been given, which is make that wish, make it once, make it count, because I feel it is going to be delivered to you. Now, also, I see some of you revamping a look this month as well. You may make an addition to your wardrobe. I mean, the 10th house is all about ambition, going after the things that you really want. And your 4th house is all about stability. And that will take over at the end of the month there for you. And this is about more in your home life, okay? It's all things domestic, so you may feel like decluttering your home space, making it your sanctuary, DIY. Some of you may make a decision to move at this time, whether it's abroad or, just down the road, or whether it's just down, into a different county or a different state. So please take it as it resonates. But this is a period where big philosophical questions start getting asked, okay? And because you're very cerebral this month, a lot of you have got a lot of time to think. And I feel some of you could be putting pressure on yourself, feeling that you should be a little bit further down the line than you are right now. But actually, you're exactly where you're meant to be. What is meant for you will never pass you by, and there's some great opportunities coming your way. Trust the process. Now, also, I feel this is a period to focus on your finances, of course, making budgets and plans and strategies for the future. So I definitely see at the end of the month you're going to be more focused on that. But I feel like you may want to spend a little bit more time at home or with your family during this period. Now, we do have bonfire. So bonfire is all about energy. You're going to be looking at where you basically feel people are draining your energy. There's something that you're going to be super enthusiastic about at the end of the month. This could be news that comes in. We have this King of Wands, taking charge, leading with your passions. So some of you, it's like you're getting things organized, getting everything together, collating all the information just before you launch something or just before you do something. This could be that you're trying to, do your job, for example, and rush around and train someone to do your job while you go away and have a vacation. So please apply the energy to your situation. But I feel there's something that is very exhilarating at the end of the month for you. And I feel there's an energy also of people coming together, an intensity, there's passion, there's fire in your soul. And I feel you are aligned with what you desire. And I feel there is this one piece of good news coming that you will super celebrate. It's almost like you tell everybody about it because it's like the best news ever. And you may have been waiting for this news for quite a long time. So I feel it's going to be very rewarding there. Now it says enthusiasm, energy, heat, intense joy, ignite passion, sharing ideas, community, getting things done, fierce. So I definitely see that you are facing any problems head on this month, finding solutions to them, and you are fierce in your energy. I also see that this is going to be a very sociable time for you at the end of the month as well. I feel like, of course, you're going to get out and do things at the beginning of the month, but I do see there could be an invitation that comes in the middle to end of the month, something that you're going to really enjoy and have a lot of fun with. It just changes your vibration there. Now we have water carrier. As soon as I touch this, a lot of you may feel dehydrated, okay? And sometimes that can really impact the brain and the mind and the thoughts. If you've been feeling a little bit clouded recently or overwhelmed or extra hungry, for example, it could be that you're thirsty. So I want you to be aware of that, check in with that as well. But this is a month to really declutter, purify, and this card says humanitarian, generosity, nobility, balance, calm life, communication, compassion, unselfish. I feel everything that's been troubling you recently, whether it's a person or a situation, it almost gets canceled out at the end of November, and I feel things just become a lot more peaceful, a lot more manageable there as well. It says alleviate suffering. If you are someone who suffers a lot from migraines, for example, you may see a specialist, or you may identify a root cause of what's been causing it. And I feel like you basically eradicate the pain or the amount of times that you have that migraine, for example. So we've got benefactor, caring for others, humane, helpful, and ethical. So I feel you're looking at your sense of values this month, and only like buying products that you feel are ethically aligned with your values. For some of you, you're deepening your belief system. Could also be that you are looking at people who are selfish in your life and recognizing that you need to sort of step away from that energy. You're looking at reciprocity, and a lot of you may do some sort of charitable work this month. You may do something seasonal, in the community, or you may actually do like a fun run, or maybe you're in training for a marathon, for example. Some of you may do something that's sponsored, whether it's a cake bake sale or something to help with charity events. And I feel this good karma is all coming back to you with that Ace of Swords. It's like it's all coming back around to you there too. And we've got chess. Now, I would say that this month is really about strategizing. You've got a plan and you're just in the midst of it, trying to make sure that it works. Okay. And I feel when you're ready to make that move, you will be. You've got that Two of Swords there, which means you're very much in the mind thinking, and you need quiet time to do that. Two of Swords is to remain in a peaceful state of mind. So you're going from a Five of Swords to a Two of Swords. So I definitely see that, you are going to have peace at the end of the month. And I also see here that you are taking care of your mental health. Also, there's something here where there may have been a stalemate position. I mean, whenever you get Two of Swords, it always connects to stalemate. And you've got the chess card. So it could be you're at like an impasse with somebody where they are not going to budge and you're not going to budge. And it feels very much like, well, we just got to let that go, or want to let bygones be bygones. And I feel, right now you've got a lot on your plate. You really don't need this as extra pressure. So I see you just kind of like putting that on the back burner for a little while. I feel it could be someone that you're not talking to, or someone who you feel is always negative about your path, or feels that they can actually comment on what you do and how you should do it a certain way. This is your life and you're here to lead it the way you feel is best. So I feel like you step away there. But what I do like is that something that is at a stalemate, suddenly we've got a checkmate. So I feel for you, my beautiful Aquarians, that I feel that you are someone who right now you're in a period of trying to accomplish something that you feel has become stagnant. It could be that you've done a petition to change something in your neighborhood. Could be that, you've given someone an ultimatum and said, this is how I feel about things, and either you step up or step out. Whatever it is, I feel like, it's the end of it now. I feel it's coming to an end, and actually you win whatever winning means for you. For some of you, I also feel that some good news is coming towards you because of a move you already made in your life. You're going to see evidence of a payoff here as well. But the majority of the month, for all of you, I feel like you're trying to make a decision, and it's a hard decision. And there's a lot of logical cards here, okay? And there's the Emperor there as well, which is structure. But the Moon is there too. Do not forget to follow your heart in this. Sometimes we can lead with our head because we feel our heart sometimes leads us down a little alley that we feel sometimes it doesn't work out. But if you can incorporate the two, that would be very valuable for you in this decision. Now it says strategy, planning, checkmate, grand design, thinking ahead, tactics, moves, counter moves, master plan, course of action, power play, game theory, consequences of actions. So I definitely see that if you're dealing with a person that has been overstepping a mark, they will see the consequences of their actions by your absence in their life. It's very important that you do not lose your permanent smile for someone who is temporary in your life, okay? But also there is an energy here of if someone is game playing, I feel like they've met a master when they try to game play with you, my beautiful Aquarians, and I feel like you show them a thing or two. Also, I feel this is about you just not letting any of this affect you so that you can focus on your great strategy, your great plan, and make a breakthrough in that as well. Because I see you walking away from it. We do have the Three of Pentacles there. So Three of Pentacles can indicate that you're someone who's super creative. I feel like you've got that plan, you're sticking to it. I mean, this card literally means engineering a plan, right? So this is a big planning month for you. It could be that you're planning a wedding. Could be that you're planning a move. Could be that you're planning a birthday surprise for someone. Could also be that you're planning to finish a screenplay or a book or something that you've been writing, because your words make an impact. And they always do, but this month they make a super impact. So I feel it's very important to, pay close attention to your words and what they actually say and the intention behind them. Now, we do have that Three of Pentacles, which can indicate that everything is coming together as planned. Things are developing unexpectedly, and you're going to see tangible results this month. This card literally means you're the architect of your dreams, so you're taking charge of your life. And I would say that you're building a foundation here, you're dedicated, but also I feel teamwork could work well for you as well. Some of you may also think about not just collaborating with other people, but you may think about becoming a mentor in something. So you've got strong mentorship cards here, and you have an incredible mind. I feel like you definitely have a lot of wisdom to impart. So some of you, if you're thinking about extra streams of income or actually increasing your money, maybe some of you need to look down the route of either putting a class online for other people to upload, so you've got like passive income coming in, or it could be that you're actually deciding to impart some wisdom or knowledge, maybe a mentorship scheme. That Three of Pentacles can also indicate you're being very savvy with your finances, you're being careful, you're making a little go a long way, and saving some on the side, or at least taking down some of your repayment plans too. So I would say in terms of your finances, I think there's an energy here of having enough for what you need, and I feel some of you may actually leave a position if you're in a career in order to, make your next move and get a better role or, move up the ladder in some way, because some of you may feel like you've hit a glass ceiling, or you feel there's extra pressure where you're at right now and it just seems never ending, but it also seems not rewarding. So some of you are making some radical moves there. For some of you, it could be that you're dealing with a neighbor who's like super loud and you're fed up with this. I feel having a very diplomatic conversation and saying, hey, you could say that you work from home and that you have important meetings, and if they could keep it down a little bit, that would be great. Or it could be a conversation that says, hey, the walls between our homes are not as thick as we thought. I hope you can't hear some of the conversations that I'm having. If you say it that way and they're like, oh no, I can't hear you at all. It may set them thinking that, oh my gosh, I'm pretty loud. Maybe they can hear me. Sometimes people are not aware, okay? But of course, if you're dealing with a neighbor from hell, then, for some of you, you may actually seek some sort of advice on how to take action on this. That's coming through there as well. Now, we do have the Eight of Cups. This month is a big month for you being on a journey of discovery, learning more about yourself. 8 is the number of the self, and that can set you to overthinking. The conversations that you wish you'd had with people, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, don't overthink it. What happened. It's in the past now, and it's informed who you are, and it's shaped who you are, but it no longer has power over your future happiness. So it's time to just let it go. Very cathartic experience, but a lot of you, I feel this energy of you trying to think of a better way or find an alternative solution or even change direction in some way, restart something or free yourself up from something. Some of you may even want to be a little bit more nomadic in your life. You want to get out there, have fun, discover the world. You may feel kind of stuck in a cycle of repeat right now, and you're just looking at your options to see what's viable. So I see a lot of you soul searching, doing a lot of thinking, a lot of strategizing on your next moves, and whatever the next moves are, you're taking charge and you are going to enjoy the decision that you make. That King of Wands energy indicates you are an influencer. Not only are you aligning yourself with your desires and influencing your life, I feel like you're passionate and you're leading with those passions. This card also indicates that you're a natural bold leader. So I would say, if you're in a career, definitely a great time for you to get a promotion. I would say there's an energy here of you aiming for a certain position, but I feel like you get a position that's really great, but I feel like you're still working towards the next one is what I see. And I feel like you're going to staircase towards that quite quickly. There's a lot of responsibility with this, but I do see more money with that as well. And if you feel like you're not being fully utilized in your environment right now, I see you taking yourself elsewhere. A lot of you are looking at walking away from something that doesn't fulfill you or stresses you out. This could be like clickbait online, videos that tell you that the end of the world is in 15 minutes if you don't click this link. And you're like, oh my gosh, what's that about? And it can be that it's raising cortisol levels, making you super stressed in that fight or flight mode. I feel like you're just saying enough. I can't do this anymore. It's a lot. You've got so much going on in your life right now on a personal level. And of course, the world is another level of crazy on top of it. And it's like, when did it become a lot? Okay. But I do see that you find inner peace. I do see you taking charge. I do see you being more in control of things, having more time for you, and literally relighting your lust for life. And I feel this is about you being bold and daring and going out there and exploring everything that life has to offer. But also I feel some of you may even treat yourself at the end of the month there with a little gift or a little getaway. But some of you may be in the throes of trying to get everything organized before you go on a vacation. 8 of Cups can be to travel. For some of you, there could be some travel frustrations. I would say minor delays, but could cause a headache, especially if you're having interconnected flights. Nothing to worry about. Of course, you still reach your destination. I want you to be aware of that. I'm just going to pull one more card for you there. Just to see a little bit further. But I feel a lot of you are also cutting things out of your diet that may have been causing an intense sugar hit or, causing tension in the back of your neck into your head is what I see. Some of you are just cutting things out so that you can have optimum energy, because you feel more vitalized at the end of the month. That's for sure. You have more energy, more drive, and the Justice card can indicate that you're in the midst of making some adjustments in your life, lifestyle choices, but also I feel like you're doing what you feel is right. I feel like you're leading with integrity in your life. I feel like you need balance in your life a little bit more. You know, responsibility with fun, going out, enjoying yourself, if that's possible these days, because it seems like a lot, right? But this card, it can indicate that you're doing what you feel is right in your soul. You're making some decisions. Yes, I feel also you're going to have a lot of paperwork to deal with, filling in forms, and some of you may have even been going through legal matters, which really would give you a headache. Some of you may even work in the legal field, which probably would give you a bit of a headache too. But I feel this energy of finding solutions to things, finding balance, everything in moderation. And I feel the effort that you put in, you will see tangible results and a payoff on the other side. Okay, so I feel everything will correct itself. And of course, the Justice card is a card of good karma, okay, coming right back at you. So I would also say some of you, you may actually get a contract, or you may be looking at contracts that are either expiring this month, or you may be given a new contract either by, for some of you, it could be a landlord. There could be some hidden things that they want to increase in that. So just watch out for that. If you feel it is outside the remit of your lease or your contract, I would say seek some sort of, legal advice there, because I feel like you're going to win it. I feel like you're going to challenge it and win. Oh my gosh. Look at all the chess cards you're getting here. Strategy. I mean, it stands to reason that this month is all about planning. We've got open window as well. Okay, so it says here, strategy. I mean, it's no accident that you've got two cards highlighting that you're about to make a move that is going to be so valuable in your life. And I feel, that's probably why you're deep in thought right now. Plan your attack, it says there. So it could be that you're attacking a personal project. Maybe you're attacking a DIY project. For some of you, it could be that you are finding a way to articulate what you mean to say to either a boss or a landlord. It says here, research. There you go. This is your whole month. References, visible, key position, and deserved pay. Okay. We also have a golden opportunity, clarity, guidance, spiritual calling, synchronicity. I mean, this really connects to both the cards, both the beginning and the end of the month energy that you have there. So this is about influencing your circumstances, being more in the flow. Some of you are developing your spiritual gifts this month as well through meditation. And I feel it just helps you see people's motives and intentions a lot quicker than sometimes the people see themselves. So I would say there is a wonderful opportunity coming in. I did say there's one thing that you're really going to celebrate here, and it brings so much peace. And I feel you're on the right path, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. We've got a bat there, so that could be that you are looking at energy vampires, who drains your energy, but also it could indicate that you are paying close attention to your alternative senses. If something feels off, you're trusting your instincts on that, okay? Now, also, I'm being given an energy. Some of you may go for an ear test, an owl test as well. That's something that's coming through there. Again, I don't see anything untoward there, but it may be something that you're going for. We have the elephant. Now, the elephant never forgets. So if you are lightening your load this month and releasing a lot of karmic baggage there, it's not to forgive the past or forget the past. It's to lighten your load so it doesn't feel so heavy on your shoulders, so you can make space for more fun and new memories. But the elephant, there's a lot of empathy there. Have compassion for yourself and your soul tribe. This also indicates that you're removing obstacles so the path can be clear. You're a very strong person and you've got this. And also we got the butterfly. You're going through an intense period of transformation, and on the other side you're going to spread your wings, and it's going to be so worth it. I always say this, the caterpillar goes into the chrysalis, and it doesn't just like overnight get some wings. It actually dissolves its sense of self. And with so many swords here, I feel some of you may have felt like you've lost touch with a part of yourself, or you just feel like you're on autopilot, you don't even know anymore. And that's the most crucial point where you're about to make a breakthrough in your life, okay? Things are better on the other side. Things are going to come together, and I see that justice shall prevail, and also good karma is headed in your direction as well, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians, and love and light.